Welcome everybody to the MCG, the Salty BulldogTV, back for the first time in 2024, the conclusion of round one. If we've established anything for Dogs fans this afternoon, is that there are three certainties in life: death, taxes, and a defeat to Melbourne in round one. My name is Matthew Donald. I've got Nick Galea with me. We're sponsored, of course, by the Salty Dog Fish and Chippery in Lawn. Nick, not a great start to the year.
It's a consistent start to this, so that's 3 out of 3 now the last respective 3 seasons. And think of the positives. We lost by 5 points less than last year, so progress. Think of it that way.
Have you? Before we get to some of our fans, have you got any other positives to take from the game?
The game's over. That's about it. There's not much to take into today, other than I think what is now probably becoming more clear to see is there were discussions of it last year, and it looks like it probably will be the case in 2024. Yeah, Jamara will be the number one over Norton in this case.
That and the game is over. So let's get to some of our fans and see what they thought of the game. So we're joined here by Ned. We've got Ned here. Ned, thank you for joining us. I think this is the first time we've had you on. Yeah. What did you make of all of that?
Pretty disappointing. I mean, the margin doesn't reflect at all, how we went, I think. But at the same time, it's just deja vu every year.
So you think we played better than the margin reflects?
I think we do. A lot of the goals came in junk time, but at the same time, it's not even about the score at the end of the day against these guys, because it's the same crap every year. The way they run away with the game against us, the way that they just seem to pile them on, we just haven't had an answer for it for 4 years now, and I don't think we ever will.
Any positives from the game that come to mind?
Lockie McNeil looked really good on the wing, frankly. Or other than that, I really like Harvey Gallagher's game.
You're not the only one.
Number one fan right here for Harvey Gallagher.
I'm glad to
hear that. Another 399 games to go to get to the magic 400 for him, I reckon. We'll see how that happens. But
so Justin's reluctantly jumped on, but he had a few points that he insisted on wanting to get across. So we're going to give him a chance now. Justin, what did you think of all of that?
Well, it's a little bit disappointing, I think, in junk time, they just really sort of took it upon themselves just to, rub it right in, and I don't think we were that bad across the day. I think probably the fact that we had a lot of new players playing for the first time as well, maybe a little bit more restraint in terms of the selection. The other thing is too, in terms of leadership, I think we're probably missing, those old sort of, stalwarts that sort of sit down the back, get the young guys up, show them where to point the ball and, how to set up properly. And probably a few of those things that, a little bit of more contested footy would have been nice as well.
Of those new players you mentioned, was there anyone that stood out for you in particular today among them?
Yeah, look, I think Harvey Gallagher, I think he played really well. I think Bramble had a cracking game too, if it wasn't for him, I think that we would have probably seen a lot more of the ball go the other way as well. So, yeah, I think there's certainly promise there, and they're going to get to know each other a whole lot better. But, yeah, at the end of the day, I think the D's just probably felt a little bit salty after last week and really wanted to bring it home for the fans, which they did.
Nice adjective there, salty.
We had them under our thumb a little bit, and then it just completely changed. What did you probably pick up to notice the differences with how Melbourne started to break us open?
I actually look back to that contest where English went down, and I think we lost a lot of ascendancy after that happened. We sort of lost the midfield battle through that contest. Gawn got, on top of him, and in that, you see Clary pre-seasonless having 40 disposals. It makes no sense.
So Brad's here. He insisted on jumping on, and he also insisted on keeping the sunnies on, which is fine. No, it's fine. You can keep them on.
Guys, mate, I'd be hiding too if I watched today's performance.
Tell me, Brad, what you thought of all of that.
Just disgraceful. Nothing's improved. You expect. They said, what did Bevo say, Matt? You quoted it.
Something along the side, the fittest, most ready side that has been out there in the 9 years he's been as coach. I mean, if that is the case, then it doesn't speak much for everyone else.
We're in trouble, boys. Seriously, if that's the case, we are in trouble.
Any positives?
No. Maybe Lockie Bramble. He actually played a good game today. But yeah.
Positives. What do we do? Are we still in the 24-round season? 23 games to go, or 22 games to go?
Only. Mercifully, only 22 left.
I think we've got a lot of soul searching to do in our midfield, and that's for sure. I don't understand the Sanders sub. I don't understand why Caleb started there. I feel like we're trying new things, but I think we're going in the wrong direction with them.
Any other positives that come out of the game for you today?
Yeah, look, I think that, we look like a fit team. I don't think that there's too many issues there in terms of our fitness, just a matter of us connecting up a little bit better. And I thought we tackled really well up into the first half. After that was probably, we dropped our heads. Again, probably English was a little bit more subdued. Maybe some of the bigger guys in terms of, when we're contesting the ball, it just seems to be a big pack situation all the time. And, they've done really well at crumbing, as opposed to us. It just seemed to, let it out the back half, or forward half, I should say.
Ray, one of the best moments in the game from a Bulldogs point of view, one of the few, was Harvey Gallagher's goal in the first quarter. Oh, sorry, Sean Burgoyne. I get the two confused. You were sitting next to Nick. Did you have to jump for cover or duck for cover when Gallagher put that one through? You got a bit excited about that one.
He did. I had to put the water bottle in front of my face just in case he tried to headbutt me. And he could have headbutted the water bottle instead. But luckily that was worst case scenario there. So thank God that didn't happen.
So between Gallagher's goal today and the goal that Burgoyne kicked to put Hawthorn in front in the 2013 preliminary final, which is more likely to go down as one of the more iconic moments of the game?
Well, since I don't remember Hawthorn history all too much, unless it's just the general grand final wins, we'll have to go with Gallagher there.
Yeah, Gallagher. Nick?
Gallagher is spelt S-I-L-K.
Pretty unanimous. Gallagher better than Burgoyne.
What did you make, Justin, of the contribution of the forwards today in particular? No, obviously for us it wasn't a great day on the scorecard, but we saw Jamaro kick a couple there, probably could have had at least one more minimum. What did you make specifically of Aaron Norton and Rory Lobb's performance, of course?
Yeah, well, they started well. We thought, they're going to have a little bit of a day out here in that first 10 minutes. Norton looked like he was settled early. I think that they were quite conscious of the fact that every time that, we're sending the ball in, they have two or three guys, Norton had a really, tough contested, last half sort of thing. And, they were wary of him that he could have kicked, 3 or 4 and would have made the difference on the game. But, I think at that point we probably need to shake it up a little bit, bring him down into the game, maybe into centre half forward, or, maybe even just pop him into the back line, for 10 minutes or so. I just think we had the opportunity to shake up, the positions, the magnets a little bit, and we just sort of let it play out and give it to them.
And that's just about it here, round one at the MCG. The Bulldogs going down by, 45 points in the end. So as Nick said at the top, a 5-point improvement on last year. Still a long way to go, though, before we return to the promised land. Of course, Salty Bulldog TV is sponsored by the Salty Dogfish and Chippery in Lorne. It's great to have them on board. We thank them for their support. And the Salty Bulldog podcast, you'll be able to catch that. That'll come out in the coming days. And there's our social media channels as well, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, www.thesaltybulldog.wixsite.com/home. We thank you for your company today. We look forward to catching you again very soon. Until then, Dogs fans, take care.